we are going to continue chapter number 8, natural resources, lecture number 7. In the previous topic, we discussed about the resources, the classification of resources. We understood the classification of resources on the basis of ownership, distribution, re-availability. And after that, we discussed about the conservation of resources. And just in the previous lecture, we also discussed about the planning of resources, that how these resources are important for us, how these resources should be planned, what is the importance of resources, why it is very much important to sustain these resources for each and every mankind. Now, after understanding the importance of conservation and after understanding the planning of these resources, now let us move toward another topic that is very important in the concept of your board examination, that is the soil. Today we are going to cover the topic that is the meaning of soil and its formation. So, before understanding the meaning of soil, let us understand that what is soil, what is the importance of this soil, and why it is important, and how this soil is formed. Today we are going to understand the whole process of the formation of soil, that how this soil is formed, why it is important. As we all know, we learned in the previous session that food is an important resource, but as we all know that food is obtained through agriculture. Lots of pulses, crops are obtained through agriculture, and for agriculture what is needed? That is the proper soil. If you want to grow any kind of plant, soil is needed. Just with the help of water or stone, we cannot grow any kind of plant or vegetation. The proper amount of proper fertile soil is needed to grow any kind of vegetation or plants. So today we are understanding the meaning of soil. That what is soil? Here it is said, soil is a thin layer on the surface of the earth and is composed of various elements. It is said soil is a thin layer, that is the surface of the earth, we can say. It is the topmost part of the layer of the earth, and it is composed of various elements. Lots of various elements are present in it, due to which we can see lots of fertility is seen in it, lots of minerals are seen in it. So how this happens? Because here it is said soil is the thin layer, we can say the uppermost part of the earth. The part on the surface of the earth where the vegetation grows is known as soil. Here it is said the part on the surface of the earth, the part that is on the surface of the earth, that I told you just before a while ago, that is the topmost layer of the earth, right? Whenever we dig the ground, as you all know, let us understand with an example. If we dig the ground for any kind of purpose, so what we find that first, whenever we dig the ground, you will only find the soil first. After getting this, here it is said, what we get, that is the soil, and this is the upper part on the surface of the earth on which the vegetation is grown. The roots are always present in the soil. So, in other words, the soil is the natural mixture of minerals and biotic elements which have the capacity to grow and develop vegetation. So why this soil is important? It is said, as we understood, it is the topmost layer of the earth, so it sustains vegetation. Why it is important? It is said the soil is a natural mixture. There is no participation of mankind or human being in making soil, right? So here it is said it can be a natural resource, it can be considered as a natural resource, It is a natural mixture. What kind of mixture can we see over here? Then here it is said, the soil is a natural mixture of minerals, means lots of minerals are present in which increase the fertility. Natural mixture of minerals and biotic elements is also present in it. We understood in the previous session that what is biotic resources, right? When we saw the classification and the types of resources. Biotic elements means the living material, living resources that are present and that we get from the environment, that each and everything can be considered as the biotic elements. So biotic elements are also very important in the formation of these elements. So here it is said, in other words, soil is a natural mixture. It is a mixture of minerals, biotic elements are also mixed in it, which have the capacity to grow and develop vegetation. It is due to this vegetation, it is due to this mixture of minerals and this biotic element, due to which we can see the vegetation is grown in it, right? So this has the capacity to grow the vegetation only due to this mixture of minerals and biotic elements. Now moving towards the soil formation. As we have understood that what is the meaning of soil. Now we have completed the first part of this topic. As we are going to cover the two topics, meaning of soil and its formation. Now we completed the first part, that is the meaning of soil. Meaning of soil, in short, in one line if we need to understand, it is the topmost thin uppermost layer of the earth, that is called soil, which has the capacity to grow vegetation and in which mixture of minerals and the biotic elements are present. That is called soil. Now let us see the formation of this soil. How this soil are formed. Soil formation. As we all know that soil cannot be formed in just 1 or 2 days or couple of weeks. It takes a long time for this soil to be formed. Here is it. Soil formation takes place on the parental material, also called known as parental rock. As we all know that the soil formation, where does this soil formation takes place and how does it occur? So here it is said, the soil formation depends on the parental rock, parental material, that is also known as parental rock. So what is parental rock? As you have studied in standard 9, that the soil differs from each and every region. We can see different types of soil in different regions as per the parental rock. In 9th standard, we learned about different kinds of parental rocks, different types of rocks, metamorphic rock, etc. Here it is said that soil formation takes place on the parental rock. If we see with any type of rock that is present, the soil is depend on that kind of which kind of rock is present over there. So that rock, that particular rock on which this soil formation takes place, that rock is considered as the parental rock, right? You can just understand with the word parental, because this soil is formed from that rock. That is why this rock can be considered as parental rock, right? As we are formed by our parents, the same way here, as this soil is formed from these rocks, they are known as parental rocks. The different kind of rocks present in different region, the different types of soil is seen. Now here, if we look to the next point, natural factors like temperature, climate, vegetation, time, etc., that results into denudation of the flat top portion of the rocks. Now what happens? In the first line, we understood that the parental rock is present. Now we got the rock. Now what happens on that rock? Here it is said, now the natural factors like temperature, that is heat we can say, climate, the effect of climate is seen, the cold weather, hot weather, the monsoon season means the effect of rain. So temperature, climate, the different type of vegetation that is grown on that particular of rock. Then time, the as more time it consumes, the rock, if the natural factor affects that much on that particular place. So here it is a natural factors like temperature, climate, vegetation, time, etc. that results into denudations of the flat top portion of the rock. Denudations means it breaks into small granules, small pieces, granules. So natural factors like temperature, climate, vegetation, time, etc. results into denudation. These all on that rock due to the heat or due to rain we can say, or due to climate or due to long time, these rocks converts into fine granules. Then this denudation on the flat top portion, it happens on the flat top portion of that rock. It happens on the top portion of the rock. That rock is now converted into granules. This process results in the formation of thin layer of small rocks, clay and dust. Now the rock that we found in the further part, that was just a rock. Now it is the denudation. The topmost part of that rock is denudation. So now it is a mixture of, this layer is a mixture of small rocks. We can also find clay and dust in it. So these three things are now seen instead of a single rock. So now the humus formed due to the decay of vegetation or insects is added to this thin layer which is known as regolith. So now after we see the denudation takes place, and now when these rocks have the thin layer of small rocks, clay and dust, after that now the humus that is formed due to the decay of vegetations or insects, whatever decay of vegetation, seeds, insects that we see, the humus that is formed, that is mixed into it, that is added to this thin layer. Which thin layer? That is the small rocks, dust, clay. In that now the humus is added, and once that humus is added, here it is said the humus formed due to decay of vegetation and insects is added to this thin layer, that is known as regolith. And this regolith, as humus is added in it, that is the decay of vegetation and insects and the remains of seeds, lots of minerals are present in it. So we can say regolith contains minerals in it. These biotic elements play a very important role in the development of vegetation. As humus is present in it, this totally is the biotic element. This all is biotic element. So these play a very important role in the formation of vegetation, in the development of vegetation. So together all these form a crust of land or soil. When all these form together, all these gather together, then it is said these form the crust of the land. It forms the upper part of the land, that is known as soil we can say. Soils are classified on the basis of their color, climate, parental rock, structure, humus, etc. As I just told in the starting of the session, that according to the different region, different types of rocks are, different types of soil are seen in each and every region. Here it is said how these soil are classified. They are classified on the basis of color. We can differentiate the soil on the basis of their color, on the basis of their structure, on the basis of their parental rock, which kind of rock from which it is formed. We can classify it from there. Then the structure, humus we can say, and humus, biotic elements that we saw, and the climate. So here it is said all these play a very important role in the formation of soil. So here just a simple thing, how this soil is formed. First of all, a parental rock is present. After that, denudation of these rocks takes place due to the natural factors like temperature, climate, time. Our denudation of rocks takes place. Once the denudation is done, then the biotic elements like the humus, decay of vegetation and insects is added in it, which forms the thin layer of this soil, right? And that is why it is said together all the form a crust of land or soil, and it is classified on the basis of the color, structure, climate, parental rock as well as humus. Thank you.